Kingdom News Radio.
Are you ready to be inspired, uplifted, and empowered? Welcome to Kingdom News Radio, your online gospel station spreading the good news of Jesus Christ to the ends of the earth.
All right, good evening, everyone. Pleasant good evening to all those who are locked on the Kingdom News Radio. It's that time right now, Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. I'm here with Minister Kelvin Caraby. All right, Kelvin Caraby, Quantum Wellness here. He's here today. Good afternoon, Mr. Caraby. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, Showman. Blessed day to you.
Yeah.
A blessed day to each and everyone who are listening to us today on Kingdom News Radio. It's really a pleasure to be here today and to have been here over the last couple of weeks. We look forward to having you with us and to give you a scintillating program.
Amen. Good. That is good. I mean, we have since the last time we were here, we talk about the product itself and what it has done for you.
Yes.
And now today I brought someone inside who actually experienced that miracle touch, I should say.
Yes,
Right?
definitely.
So are we going to jump right into that, or we going to jump into the video? Jump right into that. Okay, go ahead. So we have in studio here as well, we have none other than a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine, Elizabeth Connor. Yes. Elizabeth Connor. Welcome to Kingdom News Radio.
Thank you for having me here this afternoon.
Amen. Good. So you are here to share with us what's happening with you now.
Okay, so 2 years ago I had a issue with
Go ahead.
right. So I had an issue with my foot.
Yeah.
I ended up with an ulcer.
Wow.
They had to cut off the ulcer, so it's called a debridement.
Right.
Fast forward to 2 years in June this year,
Mm-hmm.
when I thought it was healed, I ended up working an event and was soaked for a long time. So from 6 in the morning till probably 8:30 the night.
Yeah.
And I thought that something else was happening, but when I did check the Wednesday, my foot got reinfected.
Oh.
And this time they had to open the foot. You would have had pictures.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Right, so they did surgery. This was the 27th of June
Mm-hmm. This year. Yeah.
right? And when I got home a week after, well, I call him Uncle Kelvin,
Yeah.
because we grew up
We
together.
call
right?
him Uncle. We both call him Uncle Kelvin, right?
Right. So, Mom and Dad, Kenneth and Elsa,
Right, Mom
and
and
Uncle
Dad.
Kelvin, right?
Uncle Kelvin, yeah.
So they came, they visited me,
Right.
and they brought the product.
Yeah.
I was skeptical as usual,
Yeah,
like
we would
everybody
be.
else.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let me try. So he bought the eye Hercules and the eye Revive.
Right.
And Dad told me, he said, yeah, now, put the eye Revive inside the cut.
No.
Because he's supposed to put it around,
I
right?
wrong it until they put it inside.
And in 1 month, Sherman, 1 month,
Within 1 month.
my foot was totally healed.
Close up everything.
Close up, everything. You have the pictures to show.
I have the pictures. We can show the pictures.
Yeah,
right now.
they're very graphic.
Yes, they're very graphic.
Very graphic.
Right? So in 1 month.
Mm.
Now, the first surgery took 3 months to heal.
Yeah.
That's based on the medication that I was on
Yes.
back then. I am a diagnosed diabetic for 16 years.
All right. Wow.
And they usually don't expect diabetics to heal.
To heal, yeah.
So when I used that product,
Okay.
and that happened in a month,
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away. Seriously blown away.
What did doctors and them say when they see that? When they saw that?
They kicked me out of the clinic. I didn't need to be there anymore. Because it was totally healed,
Yeah.
and it's still totally healed.
Amen.
Right? So it's just a matter of me being careful,
Yeah.
not to cause anything to happen.
Again, right.
You know, so I'm very careful because it has a lot to do with my system, what is happening in my system.
In the system, yeah.
Yes, so I thank God
Mm-hmm.
for the experience of eye Hercules
Yes.
and I Revive, and I look forward to. Now, I'm not saying that is the product that did this,
Yeah.
but that's the only thing I did different
Right.
that happened within 1 month.
For 1 month, within 1 month time.
And yeah, I'm sorry we can't show the pics, but if you see the pics, you'll understand
People who want the picture, call me, please go get a picture.
why it's such a phenomenon.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah.
So I saw the picture. You know, like when you hear these kind of things, and you think about somebody from far that, yeah. But I know you personally.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, wow, you know, jaw drop, when you catching jaw
Yes.
drop.
Yeah.
I was like, within a month time when
One
that
month.
happened, one time.
Yes.
And this product, that's the only thing that they use differently.
That's the only different thing that I use,
Yeah,
and it's phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Yeah. You feel the effects within a couple of days of using it.
Seriously.
Yeah. Within a couple of days. You're using the spray, and I was telling my husband, I say, I ain't sure this go work, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you're skeptical about everything.
Yeah, that's spray because
But I
to
just,
do it. Yeah.
I continue to use the spray that
Yeah.
lasted 1 month,
Yeah.
and the cream that lasted 1 month, and they brought me samples.
Samples. Oh,
And it's a
samples.
sample that finished everything in a month.
Lord.
So I was really blown away and really elated
Mhm.
because having to walk around with crutches is not my forte
That's not
at
you.
all.
That is not you.
Mm-mm.
I mean, we grew together and you're back. That is not you.
I tried it and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Mm-mm.
See you in a crush. Not at all. We are here today again with Uncle, right?
Uncle Kel.
Uncle Kel. We're here with Uncle Kel to talk more about the product.
Mhm.
We have some videos you want to show and stuff like that. Anything
Yes.
else you want to add before?
Yes, before we go into the videos, I just like to reiterate some things. One, the products themselves or per se do not heal.
Right.
The products bring your body to the place where your body is able to heal itself.
Right.
One of the things we look at is what's called the zombie cells. We'll be seeing a video on zombie cells a little later. But it's important that we understand the role, the significant role that zombie cells play in the deterioration of our bodies. Now, we know the Word of God tells us that the life of the flesh is in the blood.
Yeah.
Now, there is a converse to that. If something is wrong with the blood, then it's going to affect the life of the flesh.
That's right.
And there is where sickness and disease comes in, because in a lot of instances, there is something that's wrong with the blood. This is why we have been explaining that over the coming weeks and so forth. So we'll be looking at different aspects of the blood. Today we want to look at zombie cells, another day we look at nanoplastics, another day we look at inflammation. All of these things, parasites, all of these things are in the blood.
Yes.
And once the blood is not clean, it becomes extremely difficult for the flesh
Yes.
to be renewed. So the whole idea of these products is that they look to clean the blood. There is a process, and we'll be going into the process so that you can all understand what the process is. This is not an overnight fix.
Yeah.
We need to understand that, because again, I try to explain to some people, if for the last 16 years you have had a specific health issue or issues, what we are accustomed to is the microwave solution.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Surface.
One time and everything good. It does not work like that. Alright? So we're going to go into our first video, how this all started. It is important that we know that. And then when we come back, I'll ask Elizabeth a couple questions.
All right, great. So we'll take a little break and come into this video in short while from now. All right, you're going to go to that video right now. Maybe it is. Yeah.
Our story begins in the aftermath of World War I, when the Spanish flu pandemic claimed 50 million lives. Desperate for answers, royal families turned to top scientists to uncover the root cause of illness and the effects of aging, using only the power of plants. For decades, this team of brilliant minds studied and isolated the highest frequency molecules from 44 of the most powerful healing plants on Earth. After 30 years of meticulous research, they achieved something miraculous. This breakthrough laid the foundation for discoveries that would later win Nobel Prizes in the 1950s, recognizing the vital role of nutrition and oxygen in the body. The evolution continues. In 1973, a special team of European scientists took this research even further. They documented and perfected a process to extract the most nutritious parts of each plant, refining it from over 150 million possible combinations. This led to the creation of iHercules, the most advanced breakthrough in nutrition available to this point in history. iHercules is built on a precise blend of plant nutrients delivered directly to the bloodstream, bypassing common absorption issues. These formulas not only supports the body's internal systems, but also presents a new frontier in reverse biological aging. The story of this extraordinary super nutrition technology spread quietly among the elite and privileged, known as straight from God's garden. iHercules was trusted by adults, babies, pets, and animals alike. It was a safe, potent solution that enriched the blood, enhanced microcirculation, and targeted zombie cells, helping raise the frequencies of the body's immune system. As the elite experienced life-changing results, a visionary businessman saw an opportunity. His mission was clear: to bring this once exclusive technology to everyday people at affordable prices. The evolution continues. This visionary imagined a world where anyone could benefit from these technologies: iHercules, iRevive, and iHercules high-frequency eye patches. Without needing to visit clinics or doctors, he dreamed of making these advanced formulas accessible, affordable, and available right at people's doorsteps. He connected with prestigious partners who could help his vision become a reality, and something new was born. These once secret formulas, now simply known as X, combined with the process to extract the high-frequency healing molecules, they put it all together and new Extracts was born. The evolution continues. Today, new Extracts champions 3 extraordinary products, each transforming the health and well-being of families worldwide. The global expansion has begun, and now you are the next phase of this remarkable journey. Are you ready to be part of the evolution?
Back, there are a couple of questions I like to and even comments to make with concerning Liz. We usually know her as Liz. I've known this young lady since she has been tiny tot.
Tiny tot.
Yes.
Toddler.
Yeah. You know, one of the things you said, Liz, and it reminded me of me when I was first introduced to this. My whole response was, oh gosh, another one again. Yeah. And you know, even those who are listening, it could very well be your response also, as you hear us talking about this. Another one again. You know, we have heard about so many before. We have even have been in so many other companies before. Yes, and then another one again. But it was my response, my initial response. And I decided to at least look at the video that was sent to me out of courtesy to the person who sent it to me, right? Your response was similar, oh gosh, another one again, but why did you decide to move forward with it?
Because of the love and respect I have for the persons who introduced me to the product.
Is it like that or else? Is it like that or else?
You understand? Because I've been, as he said, we've been involved in a lot of network marketing for years. And I decided I don't want to hear about another one. Right? And when he brought the samples, and they took the time to come and look for me at home, I mean, I had to respect that, right? So I decided, let me try. It can't hurt to try. I am in the medical field. I'm a first aid instructor. Been a first aid instructor for the last 20 years.
20 years.
Right, so I'm in the medical field. And when I realized what it was doing, all on its own, I am just following instructions. Use the spray 3 times a day, put on the I Revive, and that's all I did. And when I saw what it did within a month, within the first 2 weeks, everything just started to close in. And I was like, okay, because I wasn't using anything other than that.
I'm not going to ask that if you're using
Wasn't using anything. No, I had tablets to take because I So I was taking my medication still for pain and all of that. But when I realized what was happening to the actual foot, I decided, okay, there is some truth to this product. So let's see how far this goes. Yeah. And when I shared my testimony in the first meeting that we had, I realized how phenomenal this was. So I look forward to being a testimony so people understand this is not, it's not fake.
Yeah, trust me.
It would not work for everybody the same way.
That's
for some persons, it might be in 3 days, you'll get some results. Some people might be a month. Some people might be 4 months.
4 months, yeah.
But give it a chance.
Yeah.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance and see what's happening.
I know, as you said, that out of respect, when I was shown the condition of Liz's foot, I was blown away. Yeah. I really was. Now, just sitting here, for those of you who are listening and hearing us talking about Elizabeth's foot, you wouldn't get the clear picture as to what I saw when I was first shown it. So let me try to describe.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. You go ahead.
As Liz explained afterward, when she went to the hospital, there was the inflammation in the foot. So what they did is, in fact, you would like to explain it?
I think it would be better. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, go ahead.
So based on the fact that it got reinfected.
Right, reinfected.
The first time they threatened to cut off 2 of my toes.
Wow.
I told them I'm not leaving any digits with them. That's what they call it. The second time, the toe was fully infected. Big toe. And again, they made me sign a paper that possibility exists I could lose 2 of my toes. Oh. So I told them no. I signed the paper, but I told them no. So they cut between the toes, cut off the infection, went all the way down to the middle of the foot.
Wow.
But they didn't go down to the heel. They put a finger inside and pull out the inflammation from the heel. So it was totally infected, totally infected. And then we used the antibiotics. Well, I stayed there for about 4 days. We used the antibiotics that started to dry things up.
Yeah.
Then I got home and uncle and dad and mom came. And that was rest is history.
No, you're saying that there, when I was younger, I got a cut on my foot, right? And my knee. I still have this scar right now on the knee. And the doctor took the finger, I said, little infection, a little inflammation and things like that. And I had to just squeeze it out after a couple of days in fact. And that kind of pain I got, I bought like 10,000. So
the thing about it is, I've been diagnosed a diabetic for 16 years.
Right.
So I have what you call diabetic neuropathy.
Okay.
So the pains you would experience,
yeah.
I didn't have it. I had no feelings under my foot.
Okay.
So I thank God for that.
Yeah, thank God
but
for that one.
with the surgery that took place, blood started to flow.
Oh.
So then when it started to heal, trust me when I tell you, I felt
pain.
Every ounce of pain that didn't happen before.
Every pulse.
Right, so a lot of positive came out of it, and I was actually thanking God for the pain because I didn't feel pain before. And I know it's because of the blood flow now that is happening, that everything is repairing itself. So yeah.
I'm not so sure we are not medical here, right? But at that point, when doctors see your foot in that condition, in fact, most of the time they amputate the whole thing.
Yes.
Because I have a couple of friends who lost their legs, both legs, in fact, like that.
But if you don't know your rights, if you don't know your rights,
to go to the hospital for a checkup and come back, and that was it.
Yeah, because that's the first thing they want to do, cut off everything. But I told them, and when I went back to the clinic, that's after it healed in a month.
Yeah.
They were amazed, jaw dropping. What did you do? I said, don't worry, I'll introduce you.
Yeah.
So I have a couple doctors that I have on my phone and I send information to them.
You can reach out to her now, please, people.
Yes. And you know, the thing about it is that when I saw the condition of Elizabeth's foot, I told my brother, who she calls Dad. Right? I told my brother, I said, listen, we know Elizabeth all these years. Yes. You know, we just cannot see it and do nothing.
About it.
So we went home by her and we carried the spray and the cream. I said, let's use this. See what I'm not saying that anything is going to happen, but that is exactly it. And you know, those who are listening is the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? We are not sitting here to say that you are going to see results immediately. You may not see results for months, as Elizabeth said, because everybody's body is different. But the whole aspect of it is that, as she said, I'm going to try it anyway, because what is there to lose, right? Another very important point she made is that as we talk about these products, the eye revive and the eye Hercules, and then we'll be speaking about the eye patches. You can use it together with your medication. We do not advise anybody to stop their medication. In fact, we would prefer if you use these products in conjunction with or in consultation with your medical caregiver, right? So that they would give you proper guidance and direction, right? So basically, that is it, right? So we're going to look at another video now that deals with zombie cells. Now you would know, when I started off with this, I had never heard about zombie cells, nor senescent cells before.
We have those cells in our body.
In our bodies, yes. And you would see how these significantly contribute to sickness and disease in our bodies. So let's look at the zombie cells.
Okay, let's take a look at the zombie cells.
Healthier longer. Dr. Nathan Labrasseur and his team at the Mayo Clinic have honed in on one of the most important aspects of aging: zombie cells.
Zombie cells. Sounds kind of freaky. It does sound freaky. So these are cells that have experienced a lot of damage, and they're so damaged that they don't work properly anymore, and they wreak havoc on surrounding cells and tissues, but they're not so damaged that they die. So they have this reputation of being zombie cells because they look dead.
Zombie cells are known in the medical field as senescent cells. When we're young, they can be helpful against the spread of cancer. But as we age, the more zombie cells you have that have been compromised, meaning they're older, they're weaker, and they're damaged, the worse your health could be. Research is being done to see if there are ways to kill off these cells or even change them, which in a way would stop or slow the aging process.
As we age, these cells are not effectively cleared from the system, and as they accumulate, that's when they really cause damage and harm.
Mayo Clinic researchers are learning a lot in the lab, using mice of the same age to compare those with a lot of zombie cells and those with fewer zombie cells. The difference is dramatic.
This one hasn't had any medical intervention. This one has. They're the exact same age. That's right. So really kind of a mix of kind of age-related conditions that we see in humans, with changes in the eyes, changes in the posture, changes in the muscle, and reductions in function, physical activity.
Dr. Labrasseur says physical activity and healthy living are crucial to naturally ridding ourselves of these damaging zombie cells.
What's the best way to avoid having a buildup of them in the first place? Yeah, I'm not going to surprise you. It's the fundamentals of healthy aging. Exercise. Exercise is number one. I'm a bit of an exercise evangelist, but in addition to that, healthy behaviors, sleep, other things are really critical to optimize the biology of aging.
That's because healthy habits can prevent zombie cells from occurring. And the research has now advanced enough to bring actual humans into the mix. The team's currently studying senior citizens, tracking their cells and health. Susan Mackert is 73 years young.
Has participating in this study made you think differently about aging compared to when you started?
It has, in a way. What it has done is made me realize that I am aging. I don't think about that normally, but yes, it has put me in that generation with others that now can say, oh, we're aging.
We're all aging.
And that's okay.
We're all aging.
Aside from human studies, one of the latest developments in aging research is on skin. Here, Dr. Saranya Wiles is measuring the moisture of my skin to show that older skin heals more slowly than younger skin. But wait until you see what kind of sci-fi stuff she's doing.
This is where we print the skin.
Oh my gosh, so now I'm looking at it and actually realizing what I'm holding. So when you say those are skin cells, is that actually skin?
That is skin.
So that's skin growing in my hand.
Correct.
First of all, this is entirely freaky and totally crazy, but also awesome. What are you looking for exactly?
We're looking for changes that are histologically seen. We can actually model different ages of skin based on the zombie cells. So if we were to put 10% zombie cells versus 25% zombie cells, then we can mimic a 30-year-old skin versus a 50-year-old skin.
Dr. Labrasseur says all the research they're doing isn't to create a fountain of youth. but to keep us healthier until the very end, no matter how long you live.
Our goal is not to help people live until they're 120 and feel like they're 120. The goal of aging research is really to extend human health span. 80% of our medical resources are given to 20% of the population. If we could extend human health span and really delay age-related diseases as a group, that would transform society.
So yeah, I'm sorry to report this is not a fountain of youth, but Dr. Labrassoure says if they can figure out a way to get rid of zombie cells as we age, then certain diseases like Alzheimer's or cardiovascular disease and more could be put off until all the way to the final stages of life. So instead of people getting sick and living like that for years and years, the idea is that we will live healthier lives and only potentially get very sick at the very end, which when you think about it, is really, truly amazing stuff that they're doing there, you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Cool. Thank you, Jacob.
Okay.
He talks about the quality of life as well toward the end. You look skeptical.
No, I'd like to see this TV show, The Zombie Cell.
Okay, we are back here. You would have seen the video concerning zombie cells. Now, what are zombie cells? Zombie cells are known in the medical world as senescent cells. Now, these are impaired cells that just would not die. But what they do also is that they rob the good cells of oxygen and nutrients. Now, I am sure most of you, if not all, would have seen some sort of zombie movie before. And you would see these zombies, it's very, very difficult to kill, they're not dying. It's similar with these zombie cells. Now, with these zombie cells, as they are able to take nutrients and so forth from your proper cells or your good cells, what they actually do is that they create now other health issues or health issues in your bodies because they are not dying. One of the main things that they do is that they compromise or they keep your immune system suppressed. Now, remember when we first started, in fact, the previous weeks, we spoke about microcirculation nutrition. We spoke about your microcirculatory system. What these zombie cells do is that they help to clog up your microcirculatory system. In our business, we speak about something that's called HOPE, H-O-P-E, having open pipes every day. But what happens is that with most of us, our pipes are clogged up. Right? And once those microcirculatory system makes up over 70% of the circulatory system in our bodies, once that is clogged up, we now develop different types of ailments. And here is where the main problem lies. We have to be able to deal with zombie cells. Now, you know, the thing about it is that, as I said before, I've never heard about zombie cells before. You see people coming on social media, you see it on the television, they speak about all different sorts of products that they have, what these products can do, whatever it is. You haven't heard anybody speak about zombie cells. You haven't heard anybody speak about the microcirculatory system, not just macro. Your microcirculatory system, those are the little capillaries and venules and arterioles and all of these things. Just as if you get cut on your finger, on your toe, or whatever it is, and it bleeds, that is not your macrocirculatory system. That is your microcirculatory system. And what happens is that as you bleed, it means that one of the vessels there has been ruptured, right? It has blood. But when these, or the 70% of your body is made up of these, when they are clogged up. So for instance, with me, you would have heard my testimony before. In order for my arteries to be clogged, eventually I came to the realization, it meant then that my microcirculatory system would have been clogged up way before that. And then your macrocirculatory system and your organs and all of these things begin to run into problems. So I want to urge you, start to look at your health situation a little differently, from a different perspective. And as I had to do, and I'm sure with Elizabeth, the same thing, you'll say, oh, my microcirculatory system, and it's the zombie cells that's part of the problem, and we need to deal with the zombie cells. The video you just saw was dealing with the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinic is one of the leading medical research institutes in the world. It's located in the US. And we saw that they were researching zombie cells and how zombie cells negatively or can impact the human body and the skin and all of these things. But in Europe, as you would have heard from the first video, since the end of World War I, the elites commissioned quantum physicists to find the cause of aging, to find the cause of disease. They must only use plants. These plants must not have any sort of negative effects. They must do no harm. But in Europe, this has been happening for decades. What happened is that a gentleman from the US by the name of Jim Barnett, he eventually got married to the head quantum physicist, the head scientist from in Europe who was leading this team. And when he saw what was happening in Europe and the type of data, positive data and feedback they were getting from using these products, he asked if it were possible for him to bring it to the US, put it in a company so that they'll be able to get it to the small, ordinary folks as us. Why? Because in Europe, it was only the elites that were using it. In fact, for a 4-month blood upgrade, they would pay about $150,000 for the 4-month blood upgrade. Now, the company keeps insisting you need to use these products for at least 4 months, consistently. So it's not like I use, and you know how we are in Trinidad, and those of you who are listening to me outside Trinidad, maybe you'll be able to identify with it. Yeah. You say, okay, I use this thing for a week, and nothing happens. Why? Because we are accustomed to, you get a pain, you take a tablet and the pain goes away, and you tell yourself you're good. In Trinidad here, we have a term, you get a pain and we say it's gas, boy, you understand? Let me drink some ginger tea or some orange peel tea or something like that. And in a lot of instances, we do not look at the underlying issue. Right? We just want the pain to go away, and then we jump up and we're ready to go again. It does not work like that with these. Or I should say, it may not work like that because, again, because as people's bodies are different, you may just use the thing and by tomorrow you're good and you're going, right? Somebody else, they may have to take a longer period of time. And I think it all depends on how deep your underlying issues go, right? And it will take a while. Now, let me reiterate, we are not doctors, we are not medical professionals, nothing like that. All we are doing is giving you information that has been given to us. That's right. What we did with the we did something with the information that we had. We decided to use the product and see what happens with us. You may decide to do the same thing. You can get in touch with us. You have Sherman's number, right? And you have my number, 744-8681. That is 1-868-744-8681. Or you may want to speak to Elizabeth directly, so Elizabeth will give you her number.
So it's 1-868 330-7953. 1-868-330-7953.
Okay, and you want to get in touch with us anytime, you can feel free to call us. Now, I know there may be a time difference or whatever it is, right? So kind of be reasonable and find out, what time it is in Trinidad if you're out of the country and you want to call.
You can just, the number on the screen to you, if you're outside of Trinidad, you can reach out to me and I'll get you the information.
Send a WhatsApp.
Yes,
yeah.
You can contact us on WhatsApp.
Yeah. All right.
Now, there is another aspect to this that we want to just touch on briefly. And it's the fact that as you are able to clean your blood and have your red blood cells renewed in a clean environment, something else takes place. And studies have been done to show that these products are able to reverse the aging process. It's not anti-aging, it's reverse aging, and we're going to look at a video concerning that.
Yes, we get the video up and running right now. Hold on. Get the video up and running. Be with us a little bit, right? Just a video up and running here.
Zombie cells, what are they about and how you can do something about it for you and your family's life. So let's go to this first slide and learn from Google what is being said by major institutions about what these zombie cells are. So what do zombie cells cause? So let's look this up and let's see what it says. It says senescent cells, which are zombie cells, turn undead with aging and stress. They cease to replicate but also resist apoptosis, which means they don't die, lingering in cell cycle arrest and secreting pro-inflammatory toxins into their microenvironment. That means they affect other cells. They are associated with chronic inflammation and thought to promote tumor growth. Guys, that means they can cause cancer. This is October 25th, 2023. From Cedars-Sinai, one of the largest institutions for cancer and heart disease on the West Coast. See, it says zombie cells underneath there. So zombie cells and senescent cells are synonymous. They mean the same thing. So let's go to the next slide here. Learn how does the body get rid of zombie cells? It says normally the body eliminates these cells through our immune system. However, aging and disease can disrupt this process. As a result, senescent cells can accumulate in the body, causing chronic inflammation and tissue disruption. That means things don't work right. November 27th, 2023, that means it's very recent information on this. Coming from the Imperial College of London, and we all know that university studies have led us to information where your life can be better in the past. So we're talking about credible sources for information. So it's telling us that the immune system can do it if it doesn't get disrupted. And I'll tell you what, there's poisons that we're going to talk about here in a minute that do disrupt the immune system. Okay, so let's go to the next question. It says, when does these zombie cells, remember senescence and zombie cells are the same thing. When does it begin? It says it begins in the 20s. Since senescence is the process of growing older, it begins in a person's 20s, immediately after they reach the peak of their physical strength and stop growing. After this physical peak, the person continues to age throughout their life, but typically doesn't see many of the effects of aging until late adulthood. Now, let me say this. this has stopped growing. That means men stop growing 18 to 21, and women stop growing 14 to 17. So all of a sudden, you've got this environment where these zombie cells start to accumulate. And it says they don't show their effect until later in life. But here's the problem. In the last 20 years, we've picked up bottled water, which is poison. The plastic that leaches into the bottle, if it gets hot, it leaches into the water. And you know, people think, well, my water's on a cooler, it's not hot. I don't leave it in the car. But if you do, it gets hot, right? But what about the warehouses that store it? What about when they put it out in front of the convenience store or the grocery store? What about whenever the trucks haul it? So obviously, we've got a problem with this bleaching into the water and causing poison, which what? Causes zombie cells. And then one more thing is the reason it's, and I'm going to show you something that's going to show you what the cancer rate is and how it's come from 1 in 10. It says 1 in 2. Is this true that one in 2 people will get cancer? So let's go to seeing what Google says. It says cancerous cells can invade and destroy surrounding healthy tissue, including organs. Cancer sometimes begin in one part of the body before spreading to other areas. This process is known as metastasis. 1 in 2 people will develop some form of cancer during their lifetime. Guys, this is due to excessive zombie cell activity. And our belief is it's coming from things we did not have 20 years ago is the reason it's 1 in 2. It's bottled water and radiation from cell phones. And they tell you not to sleep with your cell phone in the same room, but people still do. And even if you're talking about it's only a low form of radiation from one, guess what? What about when you step into a store or church or a group of people? There's a lot more than just one cell phone emitting radiation. This creates zombie cells. Any poisons create zombie cells. Any radiation, any form of abnormal stuff to the body, every time you breathe in the air, if the air quality is not good, you're going to develop zombie cells. How do we get rid of them? There's a science team that has worked together for 50 years, and they developed plants that have grown in the Mediterranean mountain range, thereby no pesticide, herbicide contamination. And AI is now selecting select molecules to feed to the body through a spray that you spray in your mouth so it goes straight to the bloodstream. And now a cream that's called iRevive. iHercules is the spray. iRevive is the cream to get rid of zombie cells in the skin. And then our eye patch to protect your body from the cell phone radiation. And in a category where pain, inflammation, stress, anxiety, different categories for people's life to make the quality of life better. So let's look at what the science team has done. You know, AI has what? They're going to make cars that drive themselves. They're going to make cars that can fly, is what the news is about. It can now do robots that can make robots that can do different tasks. And it can even write a Civil War essay in 5 minutes. As things are going to change because it's AI, that's why I want you to understand the importance of AI-selected molecules of plants that give the body what it needs for the blood to build the immune system to heighten, it can see all the zombie cells excess and remove them from the body. And that's what we're talking about with this. And so this is a picture of a man that was spraying the spray every day to get rid of the zombie cells. Look at him on the left, you can see his body is slumped, the torso is slumped, he has a gray color, his body's not functioning at peak performance. On the right is after 6 weeks of spraying this to help the body get rid of these zombie cells. This is only 6 weeks in, so you can see the dramatic difference. Now I want you to see what it is for the skin. This next frame is going to show you. See the picture on the left, and you can see the comparison on the right. Just from spraying and using iRevive on the skin, gets rid of the zombie cells in the body and on the skin. Tremendous difference in benefit. You can see that the evidence is very clear. So let's go to another phase to show how this was proven. You know, this science team did blood work at a lab. It was called Telegears years ago. They did a lab test of people's blood work before and after, and it's not the fountain of youth, you know, this reversal of the inside age, okay? It was done, this lab was started by the lady that won the Nobel Prize, Elizabeth Blackburn, and she won the Nobel Prize and started a lab to test people's blood to see about these zombie cells and how they were affecting them. And this is the result. You see 60 to 40, 67 to 44, 68 to 44. Guys, this is 24 years reversal of inside age That means that getting rid of the zombie cells on a daily basis if you'll continue to use this technology. And all it is plant molecules, cannot interfere with medications, cannot have adverse side effects. These are plant molecules intact that help the body to build the blood, which helps the immune system get better vision. So now you can get rid of these excess zombie cells on a daily basis. Just a better way to live. So let's go to what are some of the results? What are some of these symptoms that zombie cells create in the body and in your life? Okay, so let's just look at a few of them here and let's see what it says. Okay, it says the impact of zombie cells on the human body. Chronic inflammation, okay, throughout the body. It says reduced organ function. That means the liver and kidneys. How many people?
Yeah. Yes, folks, this is just a glimpse of what these products can do as far as age reversal goes. Now, this has been tested in an independent lab in the US, the television lab, where they are able to document this. And you would see where in some instances, persons have had their cell age reversed up to 15, 20, 25 years or whatever it is. So that this is what these products do now. These products are just the molecules from plants. The iRevive is molecules from 8 of the most potent plants in the world. The iHercules, molecules from 44 of the most potent healing plants in the world. They use a specific technology that's called microcirculation nutrition technology. It's a technology that is not known to other persons. It's exclusive to the company. And these are the results that we get. So we continue to say these products, they do no harm. They work in conjunction with your medication. They also are non-allergenic, antiviral, antibacterial. So they can be used, they're all natural. There is one other product that eventually we'll be looking at. It's called the eye patches that deals with subharmonic frequencies. All right, you just put on a patch for a specific issue and the patch bathes your body in the frequencies of those specific plants. But we will look at that at another time. All right, so at this point in time, we are looking to wrap up. I would like to turn over to Liz. I don't know what closing words you may have at this point in time.
You hear what you say now.
I am saying to you, try it.
Try it.
Try it. Some people, now we have, as Uncle Kel would have said, your underlying issues might be plenty.
Yeah.
Right? So some people will take longer than others. Don't not use your medication. Use it along with your medication and eventually you will see the difference. Right? So my advice is just try it. Trust God and try it.
Yeah. This is not a purge, right?
No, definitely.
and then cleaning the blood, not alongside cleaning the blood.
And you know, that reminds me how it used to be long time when you send and your Epsom salts and things like that. Every time school is about to reopen, you cast out. No, definitely it's not that. However, I remember that one of my clients called recently and she said, Mr. Caraby, you didn't tell me that this would send me to the toilet. I said, well, different people also react differently. She said, thanks. I said, remember, your body is eliminating parasites and toxins and so forth. Sometimes it will be through your skin. So sometimes even in using this, people have reported that rashes and so forth would burst out on their skin or whatever it is. Right? Some people report sometimes you may not necessarily feel well. Remember, when your body is healing itself, it has to expel toxins. And the body expels toxins in specific ways. And sometimes you may run a temperature and you're wondering, what's really going on, and it's your body expelling toxins. You may find that you're going to the toilet, the bathroom regularly, right, or more regularly than you normally do. It's your body expelling. You find that you may break out on your skin or whatever it is. It's your body expelling, and we need to be aware of things like this, because as I said before, what we are accustomed to, you just take a tablet and the symptoms gone, and that is it. But when you start to get to the underlying issues, and you start to get in depth, and your body is now healing itself, your body is not going to continue to contain the toxins and the parasites. At some point in time and in some way, your body has to flush it.
Yes.
Right, and this is what we need to understand also.
Hence the reason why I asked the question, because I know when you're taking a push down, sometimes these things happen. Certain things happen. People will break out with different rash and stuff like that. You might be different smell and stuff like that. So these are, if once you're cleaning your blood, these things will happen. And cleaning your body, these things will happen. So the body cleaning itself, healing itself.
Yes, it's healing itself. Yes.
So don't stop when it starts to
like
show
that,
those signs.
Exactly.
Keep using it until it clears up, because it will clear up eventually.
Eventually will clear up. So you might get some different people, as already said.
You might have some discomfort at some point in time. Others go through without any discomfort. But there are those who would experience discomfort.
So we have to be open-minded about it too. So it's all natural stuff.
Yes.
All natural, and we have to be open-minded to take this, to use this. If you choose to use the product, it's your choice in fact to use the product. And we just advising you and giving you that advice. We tried it. Yes, I tried it. I tried it just now. All right, so I have a sister here. She tried it, and I saw the miracle of what happened to her, in fact, and that's because of that. I'm Uncle Kel, you understand?
Yes.
I will try it. I will try it. So thanks again. Could be any other thing you want to say? Let's go ahead.
Thank you for having us, and I hope that you would pay attention to what is being said. This is a lot of research that went into this, so this is not a fly-by-night thing. So pay attention to the information and get on board.
All right, great.
And before we go, I'd like to remind you, tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. TNT time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. We have our what I term our flagship presentation with Carol Posick. Tune in on carolclass.com, KARECLASS.com, carolclass.com. As I explained when I first saw this in February this year, I personally have not missed a Sunday night as yet. I am on every Sunday night. There are other sessions during the week that I am also following, right? But basically the Sunday nights, because what intrigues me are the persons who come on and give their personal testimonies as to how this product has been working for them. So that is Carol Class, KARECLASS.com. If you would like to visit my website, it's New Extracts, NUXTRAX worldwide.com/Maranatha, MARANATHA, and you would see information concerning the products. Okay? Bye-bye. God bless you. We look forward to being with you again next Saturday. Join us at 6 p.m. God bless.
Are you ready to be inspired, uplifted, and empowered? Welcome to Kingdom News Radio, your online gospel station spreading the good news of Jesus Christ to the ends of the earth.